Gamers, today we're gonna take a look at Golden League 2 rule set and Golden League 2 maps. So there's some new maps, 3 new maps in Golden League. We're gonna go through those. We're gonna go through the map pool and the system that will be used in the Golden League. So this is obviously the tournament that is, for those that don't know, organized by EGCTV. It's gonna be happening in February. The qualifiers are, I think, week before, 11th, 12th, and then 18, 19 is the first round, and then 25th and 26th. So the way the tournament is going to work, there's going to be open qualifier number 1, open qualifier number 2. So yeah, there we go, 11th of February. 11th of February is one qualifier, and the second one is on 12th of February. Top 16 players are going to be qualified directly, and from here on, I guess, 24 players from each qualifier are going through. It seems first to 24, so 48 players total. So once those qualifiers are done, I can't be playing, obviously, because I'm automatically qualified. Because top 16 from, I think, ATR go directly into it. 70,000 bucks prize pool, 17,000 first place, 8,500 second, and so on and so forth. And the prizes are given out all the way. Well, basically, if you qualify, if you're top 64, you get 100 bucks. So let's get into it. So the rule set has been released. Point system. So this is for each. There's going to be 3 weeks. So once you qualify, right, there's going to be 64 players. Once you're in those 64 players, there's going to be 3 rounds. Okay, this is very important. This is like the main tournament. There's going to be 3 rounds. In each round is going to be lasting 2 weeks, and it's going to have like completely different rule sets, and it's going to have completely different, you know, probably winners. And whichever 4 players have the most points out of those 3 rounds, aka 6 weeks, they will be playing in the playoffs of Golden League 2 for the big bucks. So this is how it goes. If you win one of these like rounds, you get 100 points. If you get second, you get 80. If you get third, 60, so on and so forth. And at the end, 4 people with the highest amount of points actually play in the playoffs. So here's the map pool. So we have the base map pool, and then map pools used in the 3 different formats. So base map pool is going to be Basin, Canal, Cauldron, Dry Arabia, Dry River, Golden Heights, Holy Island, Rocky Canyon, and the Pit. So obviously, all of these maps you know. Holy Island is making a return, which a lot of people are going to be happy about. We haven't played it since the water rework. The only 3 maps that are new are going to be Canal, Rocky Canyon, and Dry River, which I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. And then we have in Wars of the No Stone Age round of the tournament is Hill and Dale and Woodwall added. Fast Start Frenzy, exclusive maps are Cavasan and Wetlands. And then off-meta combat, exclusive maps are Mediterranean and Mountain Clearing. Oof. And then Grand Finals, exclusive maps. So are these all exclusive? What the fuck? Basin, Canal, Cauldron, yada yada, the Pit, Hill and Dale. So all of those, I guess? Oh, okay. All the maps that have this little thing next to them. So Mediterranean, Mountain Clearing, Kawasan, Wetlands, and Woodwall, Hill and Dale will be decided by the public. By you guys. So this is what we're going to be using. What is this? For best of 3? This is for qualifiers. 3 bands! Oh, this is for maps. Oh, dude, I was like, wow, 3 bands? That's crazy. So, these are the map bands. Okay, amazing. Oh, it says map draft. I'm blind. Civ banner. So, for qualifiers, I think there's, yeah, each player bans 1 civ, and then it's a blind pick. Wars of the No Stone Age. So, this is the first round. Again, it's going to be 2 weeks. And the way this one works is very simple. No stone walls, no keeps, and no stone towers allowed. So keep-like landmarks are allowed and outposts are allowed. But stone walls, stone towers, and keeps are not allowed. And in this one, Hill and Dale and Hideout are going to be the special maps that are going to be run in this round, because those are very campy maps, so they probably think like, oh, if there's no walls, it's going to be more open or something. I don't know. Civ banner, is it 1? 2 bans per person. Okay, I like that. I am not sure if they're universal bans. Let's see. Players... Oh, okay. It says players can ban 2 civilizations for their opponent. So if I ban English, I can still play English if the opponent didn't ban it. Okay, that's pretty cool. 2 bans. I like that. Players will pick their home maps and then ban maps until 1 map is remaining. Said map will be the map for game number 1. Yada yada. The second round will be... Players will be starting with 12 villagers instead of the regular 6. Again, 2 civilization ban, hidden, blind picks, no repeat. That's going to be a wild one. I think this is either going to be really good or terrible. There's nothing in between. I think this format is literally just going to be rushing castle. You're like H3 is going to get to castle in like 5 minutes. So I don't think you were going to see any feudal play. I think this is going to be straight into castle with every civ. And some civs I think are going to be terrible, like Delhi, because you know they won't have time for their upgrades to actually finish. So yeah, H3 and Malian will be fucking busted. True. So yeah, that's the second round. The third round we got off meta combat. A fan favorite comes back. The 4. Oh, it's 4. Oh, I thought it's 3. So the 4 best civilization for each map will be banned. The banned civilization will change from map to map. Players can pick freely any civilization available for each map, even if they have used the civilization before in the series. Okay, so the reason why it's all TBA, TBA, TBA is the way it was done last time. I don't know how many pro players voted, like which are it was top 3 civs were banned in Golden League 1. So in Golden League 2 we'll have 4 civs that are banned, and basically what's going to happen is I'm assuming a bunch of pro players will vote. Like let's say Golden Heights players are going to vote, like let's say Mongol is the best and then China, HRE, English. And if those 4 civs have the highest amount of votes, they will not be available to play. So the players will be having to play the other 6 civs that are going to be left over. And this is going to be done for each map individually. But the difference is, compared to the normal style tournaments, is even if you win with a civ, you can play it again on a different map. So if I play Dry Arabia and I play Abbasid and I win, I can play Abbasid again on Canal and then Golden Heights if I want to. As long as it's not, vetoed as the top civ. And then Grand Finale. 4 players that achieve the most points during all 3 rounds will participate in the Grand Finals. If needed, the tiebreaker to determine the players will be series record between players during the whole tournament, game record between players during the whole tournament, game difference, and then best of 5 between tied players. Wow. Wait, what? The rules for the Final 4 are simple. Maps will be randomly drafted and will be played in the order they've been drafted. Monka S. No bans? Oh, 3 bans. Oh, I like that. I like that. So we're gonna have 3 hidden bans. So for those that don't know, what this means is, if I click ready and now I ban first and I ban Abbasid, the opponent doesn't know that I banned Abbasid. So I can ban Abbasid, China, and Delhi. He can ban English, French, and HRE. And then it gets revealed here. So ban, 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 ban. Then each side sees which civs are banned, and then they pick. Okay, cool. I like that. Semifinals we will play on Saturday, best of 7. On Sunday we'll have a bronze match, best of 3, and then grand finals, best of 9. Wow. WOW. So let me just quickly show you guys the maps. Some of you may have seen these already, some of you may have not. EGC Canal. Honestly, out of the 3 maps, so I've played 2 of them. I didn't play the 3rd one, and you'll see why. But I played 2 of them, and I did about, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. And this one is probably the most unique out of the 3, I would say. So yeah, here's the map. So you start with a wood line, you have a gold here. And then there's this river that goes along the middle. But there is shoreline fish, about 14, 15 per side. Wait, did they nerf the amount? There's only 11 now. Oh, they nerfed the amount. It was 1450, now it's 1112. So yeah, there's this fish, but it's kind of towards the middle. I think docking is probably still worth it, but it's kind of like a weird map because the fishes are so far away and it promotes aggression. And then your base is like, you can basically tower here, and the opponent is completely like walled in. So you kind of have to play the aggressive civs, most likely. And another thing about this map is there are 4 sacred sites, and this is only the second map that we have in competitive play. I mean, we had on Confluence, but that map sucked ass. 4 sacred sites, and you know, here we have 4 sacred sites as well. So yeah, we'll see how this one pans out, but I think it's probably going to provide some fun games. Is Delhi good or bad on 4 sacred side maps? It's very good, because what you want with Delhi is not necessarily a sacred side win. You want the gold from the sacred sides. So this is the second map that is new, that will be coming. It's called Dry River. I'm starting a petition to call it Wet Arabia. We got Dry Arabia, this is Wet Arabia. This map is very standard. It's literally Dry Arabia with water in the middle. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. It has 3 sacred sites. It has these ponds on the middle, and each pond has 5 shoreline fish. Obviously, it's literally in between you and your opponent, so probably not gonna go for it immediately, but the rest of the map is like Dry Arabia. There's the same amount of resources. The relics are pretty much spread out like Dry Arabia. There's 3 sacred sites. So it's just like a Dry Arabia with a twist, basically. I think it's just going to be a standard map. Nothing crazy, nothing, you know, insane. Now, the last map, the map I did not play, and you're about to see why I did not play it, is a bit weird. This one's called Rocky Canyon. So if I load in right here, oh, Beastie, you just loaded in the same map. Nope, this is a different map. But there's water in the middle. Yup. There's water, but there's no fish. Water, but no fish. Water, but no fish. So... oh, I just noticed this map does not have big stone. I just noticed this. So yeah, this map is pretty much like the previous map. Almost identical to the previous map. Except there's 3 ponds instead of 5. And there's no fish inside. And that's it. That's literally it. So it does feel a little weird, but that's the map. I feel like it's not different enough from the last one. Like I feel like it's very, very similar. Okay, I see the difference. Hold up, I see the difference. Okay, I see the difference actually. I see the difference. So the Wet Arabia from earlier had 3 berry bushes, 2 deer packs, 1 boar each, and then fishes. This one has 3 berry bushes, 2 deer, 1 boar, but it also has berry bush, berry bush, berry bush, berry bush in the middle. Isn't this one less wood? Is it? I actually don't know. And there's no big stone, but there's these small stones in the middle. I don't remember on Wet Arabia. Is there a big stone? I'm not even sure. Yeah, it's like scuffed Lipony. It's like a mix of Lipony and Dry Arabia. So yeah, those are the new maps. I mean, they're pretty standard. Like the first one is a bit, you know, a bit unique, a bit different. But the last 2 are very standard, and you know, maybe that's good. Looking at the other maps, let me take a peek real quick. Looking at the other maps, there we go. The maps that we have are Basin. Again, it's a pretty standard map. Canal, that's the one I showed you. Pretty standard. Oh no, Canal is the one that's like with the water in between. that one's a little different, I guess. Base is pretty standard. Cauldron, it's not really out there. I would say it's probably like Canal as far as wild goes. Dry River is pretty standard. Dry River is pretty standard. Rocky Canyon and the Pit are pretty standard. Then you have Holy Island, which is pretty much a water map, right? You got Golden Heights, which is pretty wild. But most of these maps, I would say, are pretty standard. And I think civs that do well on land maps will probably do well in this tournament in general. But that is something, obviously, that's, you know, left to be seen, I guess. We also will be having the big patch, I would assume, before the tournament starts. So once that patch hits in, probably a lot of things are going to be changed. A lot of stuff is going to be quite a bit different. So that might shake up the game. But at the end of the day, we will see. That is pretty much it for this little recap. So again, the qualifiers starting 11th and 12th. And then the main tournament that I'll be playing will start on 18th, 19th. When is the update? I'm assuming when the latter season ends, but we'll see. Anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little update, this little preview. The big tournaments are coming back. We had a little bit of a break, but soon we're going to be back to pro gaming once again. Oh, by the way, YouTubers, check me out on Twitch. Maybe I'm live literally right now. I probably am. I'm live all the time. I stream like 8 to 10 hours a day. Twitch chat, say hi, say bye to YouTube. And like I said, if you're watching on YouTube, tune into Twitch. And if you're watching on Twitch, you know, check out the YouTube. Anyway, have a good one, YouTubers, Twitch gamers. Let's keep going.